Ladies and gentlemen, hello again. This is Jay Well, and welcome to another video. I don't even know how to open these things. Like I just want to be as sincere and how do you call it, humane as possible. I don't know. The thing is, like, I sometimes feel like people are too exaggerated in their videos, but maybe like I will get there or not. I don't know. Like, like maybe it's fun. I'm not so sure on still how this YouTube thing is gonna go. So yeah, like I want to talk a little bit about action. I want to talk about action because I notice that many people like have a lot of struggles taking action. They are lazy, they are chilling, they are relaxing, and it sometimes can be hard to take an action. And it's mostly with actions they don't really like to do. So first of all, like I want to say, like, action is not so hard when you love what you do. So for example, when you enjoy and relax and you feel that you really enjoy this thing that you are doing with all your heart and energy, it doesn't take as much as energy as it would be when you don't like what you're doing. That's why many people are tired, because they are obviously doing things that they don't really want to do. They're focusing too much on like getting income and making money, and therefore like they don't really enjoy the process, right? Because life is never, you're never going to get done with life. You will always, when you have something, you always want something new. So like that's why many people are struggling in life and like are not so happy. But now I'm going to talk about the action and why people are having struggles taking action that they actually have to do. Like, for example, going to the gym, doing the dishes, doing groceries. I don't know, like those kind of things that you don't really feel like what you have to do, but like you're too in too much of a zone of chilling and relaxing that you don't really feel like taking that kind of action. So first of all, I want to explain why that is because it's not because you are a lazy person, not at all. It's just because you have created a pattern in your brain, a habit that makes you rather relax than do action. So for example, when you are relaxing and watching television or Netflix or playing your video games or you're doing anything that doesn't require a lot of energy, you are in a brain state of relaxation. And when you are in a brain state of relaxation, it's harder to immediately take action. Often it is also because you are overthinking the process. So for example, when you're relaxing and you have to go to the gym, you're already thinking on how tough it's gonna be, on how much weight you have to lift or how much you have to run and how much you're gonna sweat. And you don't feel like that because you are in a relaxed state of mind. And when in a relaxed state of mind, you overwhelm yourself when you think of a lot of action, So the trick in this case is to change your brain pattern slowly from inactive to active. And the way to do that is by first realizing that it's just a brain pattern. So it's not because you're lazy. So don't talk down on yourself. Don't tell yourself that you're lazy, that you're nothing, that that just creates more negative energy in your body. So the first thing you do is like you talk good to yourself. So you can do it. You are able to do it. You say things to yourself that motivate you, that wake you up a little bit. So that's the first step. The second step is, instead of thinking of the entire process, because most people they think of the entire process because like they want to be done already, so they're thinking of all the things they have to do in order to be done. But it's not about being done, right? It's about moving. So the first thing you have to do is first take it little by little, because instead of giving yourself a promise from I'm gonna do this, you're gonna prove to yourself that it's possible. So what you're gonna do is like you search for the first thing that is easy to do. So what is the first thing that you don't have a lot of resistance to, that can bring you more into the path of action, of going to the gym, of doing the dishes? So for example, when you have to go to the gym, instead of thinking of the entire process, you're gonna just put on your shoes. And once your shoes are on, you pack your bag. And then you think, what is the next logical step that I can take that doesn't require a lot of action at the moment, or like not a lot of resistance, right? Because often we have a lot of resistance towards it and therefore we don't take the action. So when the resistance is very low, like putting on your shoes, which doesn't require a lot of effort, you are more likely to do it. And once you do that, you actually change your brain system, your brain patterns from inaction to more action and more action and more action. So because you're changing from like inactive to active, now it's easier to take the next step, right? So once you have packed your bags, you just jump on your bike and move to the gym, or you step in the car and ride to the gym. You don't do it yet. You don't think of the entire process yet. You just ride there. And once you're there, you step out of the car, you park, and you go inside, right? And once you're inside, instead of focusing on all the exercise that you have to do, focus on the first one. And once you're there, you do your first exercise. You just focus on one and one, not focusing on the entire thing. Same thing as running. Like, you don't focus on the entire marathon. You can only focus on one step at a time. And if you do it like that, you will, first of all, run way better. You will be way more resistant in your body, and you will be, or like the opposite of that, like that you are way more active, you are stronger, you're more fit, because you're not focusing so much on the negative patterns in your brain. You're focusing on the positive ones. And the more you prove to yourself, to your brain, that you can do it, you can do it, you can do it, the more positivity you will get, the more energy you will get, and the easier it will become to do those exercises or things that you don't really want to do. You can apply this technique in everything, you know. So same thing for dishes. Instead of like think of the entire process of doing your dishes, what you do now is just you first make the space. Like, for example, if the plates are everywhere in the house, you know, like sometimes that happens. I don't know, like people that live on their own like me, sometimes the plates are on the small table, the big table upstairs, like whatever, you know. Or if you live in an apartment, they're all around. You know how it goes. And for example, first you organize everything. You make that everything is in one place. That's maybe an easy thing to do. You don't have to wash anything yet. And after that, like, make sure also that the drying rack thingy is totally empty so that you can easily put it in there. Or like if you dry it, and I don't know how you do it, but I do it like that. So then the next step is easy. You just wash one plate, but also give yourself some slack. So for example, if you don't feel like it after that one plate, then just stop. You know, but the chance is very high when you have washed that on one plate, you're already shifted your mind from inactivity to activity. Therefore, it will become a lot easier to the next one and the next one and the next one. Before you know it, you're done. And actually, all these things that you have to do are actually very nice things to do. They can actually, if you look at it in a different perspective, at one point when you practice this system a lot, when you like make a more of a habit of action instead of inaction, you start to see that these things that you have to do are actually so much more relaxed because they give you so much good benefits, right? For example, when I wash the dishes right now, I see it kind of like a meditation. So I wash the plates, like I be very mindful about it, like I make sure everything is good and clean, maybe put a nice music in the background or anything like that. And before you know it, like I'm just in a calm state of mind, and I'm actually enjoying it, sort of, you know? Like, you never enjoy washing your dishes fully, but you also don't see the negative part from it so much anymore. And the same thing goes for like going to the gym. You know, like when you go to the gym, you don't see the negative things anymore. You only see the positive things because you see the improvements in your body and all those kind of things. Because like that's what you're doing it for. You feel the energy, and you feel the passion, and you see the improvement in your life. And that's what you're gonna do it for. My phone is ringing right now, very annoying. Trying to make a video here. I should have put it on Do Not Disturb Me. So yeah, like that's basically it. And the more you do it, the more of a habit it will become to be active. And then your brain will be in a more active state all the time, and therefore you become an active person and no longer lazy, right? And you're not lazy, you're just not interested, or you are in different brain pattern at the moment, you know. And most people are when they come from some place, they immediately start to chill on the couch or lay in bed and watch their series, right, that they already watched 500 times. So yeah, like it's mostly about those things. So like, make sure that you keep practicing and take it step by step. And the most important thing is to give yourself some slack, and don't be hard on yourself, and be nice to yourself. You know, tell yourself good things. Tell yourself that you can do things. Create high energy and high vibration in your body and in your mind, so that you see only the good in what you're gonna do. You know, take it step by step. Take it little at a time, and change that brain into an active mindset. And before you know it, you'll be an active person. It's really easy if you're gonna try it a little bit. And it's going to require some time maybe to get into this activity mindset, because like to make a habit out of something, you first have to do it for a while. And they say that it's taking 21 days or something, but I believe that it differs per person. So you have to do it for a while until you feel like it is a habit for you. You know, it's like you now can do this whenever you want because now it's easy for you. You know, same thing as making these videos. For me, it requires still a little bit of pushing myself because I'm not used to it. And if I would not push myself into making this a habit, it will never happen anyway. So like I take it one step at a time, you know? So that's just how I do it. I hope this is gonna help you guys out a lot. I hope it's gonna make you like the best people in this entire planet, in this entire universe. I know that you guys are super capable of becoming and being and loving who you are, right? And who you are meant to be. So guys, my name is Jay Well. Thank you for watching. If you really want to, please click on that subscribe button. Also click on that like button. That will help me out, you know. Thank you so much for watching. Jay well, stay healthy, and I see you in the next video. Peace, bye, and doei, which is Dutch for bye. Later.